I just wanted to start this by saying that I'm sorry because I was sent this video file at the end of January. I was supposed to edit and post it in January. But it's now the middle of July and I haven't done anything. So, it is very, very late. And I'm sorry about that. With that said, please enjoy my friend's video.
Hello, welcome to the YouTube channel, everybody's. After lots of requests, this is a plain crazy tutorial, and we're going to be slowly going through the evolution of jets. So this is the first, I would say, first generation jets. People call it the second generation. It's loosely based on things like the F-86 Sabre and I don't know, I can't really think of any of that. Well, MiG-15, but not really. Anyway, this is going to be a tutorial for this fighter jet. I'll make this simple, and I'll make this quick and easy. So let's move this over here. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with from the bottom to the top. All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to set one. So you're going to use half blocks. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Easy round number. Alrighty. So it's 10 like that. Alright. Now what you're going to do is you're going to turn it by rotating. They have the buttons here if you need. And you're going to put 2 like this on either side. Make sure there's nothing in the middle, because we're going to be hiding a little jet engine in there because it looks cool. So you're going to put 2 like this, and then you're going to go into wedges, this one here, and then you're going to click half wedge and rotate it so they look like this. Alright. You're going to put 2 blocks like such, and another half wedge facing the opposite direction on the back. Now what you're going to do is you're going to finish this by putting 1, 2, 3, 4 half blocks like this. Alright, there we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get half wedge down 1 by 2. I'm going to put 2 like that. I'm going to rotate them the other way so you get 2 like that. Okay, that should be easy to see. Alrighty, now we're going to head to the front. We're going to put 2 like this, 2 like this, and 2 like this. Then we're going to go into regular wedges. You can get a regular wedge 1 by 2. And you're going to put a temporary here and one right there. Get rid of that one there now. Alright. And then we're going to put a block here. Okay. You're going to go into here and you're going to get your main pilot seat. Well, you're going to use a regular one now because I already have it in that one. Okay, so you're going to put it in like this. Then you're going to go back to half blocks. Or sorry, go back to regular wedges and get a regular half wedge. Alright. And then you're going to put your other seat, if I can rotate this in the right way, behind that like such. And then you're going to grab your plates, and you're going to put one underneath that back one under the middle one, and one under the front one, just like such. And then you still have that little hallway where you can slip in your jet engines. Alrighty. Now, I don't remember how the jet engine is laid out in here, so I'm going to just temporarily destroy this. Oh boy, okay. Okay, so this is how you're going to want to lay out your engines. You're going to come to the back of this area here. You're going to go into your engines. Go to regular jet engine. Just jet engine. You're going to configure it to shift as power on and control as power off. Now obviously you can change this for whatever keybinds work for you. Alright. And then you're going to come to the back. You can either put a super rocket engine if you want to go fast, or you can put a regular rocket engine if you like cool afterburners. I'm going to put a regular one. And you're going to configure this to as the same control, shift and control, just like that. All right, now here's where you really have to pay attention. You're going to open the hover thruster menu, go in here and configure it. You'll automatically have shift and control as that. Now speed is just telling you how quickly it'll go from max power to minimum power. I like this at full throttle because then I can just go. I can get across the server really quick. You want to turn drag all the way off and put ignore others on. And now you can put your hover thrusters in. There should be 4 like this between the rocket engine and the jet engine. And then you're going to put I'm just looking over at my other jet here. Alright. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take some half blocks like this. We're going to slot them all along this top row here. This makes for a rather tall looking jet, which I guess can be good if you want to have a high mounted wing instead of how I have it as a low mounted wing. But this plane does have incredible visibility on the inside too, so that works pretty nice. Alright, what should we do now? I think we'll just continue on with the fuselage and then we'll do the wings. Alright, so now that we've done that, what we're going to do is we're going to go put a block here and a block here. We're just going to start from the top of this rocket engine at the back all the way to the back pilot seat. And then, hold on. Okay, so we're going to actually put 2 here. So 2 blocks from the back of the co-pilot seat. You're going to take out this block. Make sure that's clear. You're going to replace it. If you go into PvP weapons and get a gun, you're going to replace that and put that in there. Make sure this arrow here is pointing forwards. Otherwise, you're just going to be shooting into the oblivion behind you, which I guess could be fun if you want. Now, to fire these, you just click your mouse, which I think works. And then you're going to make sure this plate is oriented in the right direction, and you're going to set it up on top, so it kind of hides that gun. Now, when you're flying, the gun should be coming out right here at this little front panel, and you can take out your enemies. Cool. Now, behind this guy, you're going to put a wedge 1x2, and in front of the main pilot, you're going to put a regular wedge 1x1, or is it just called a wedge? Alright, now you're going to go into half blocks. You're going to get the half wedge down. Not the 1x2, but just the 1x1. You're going to orientate it so it looks like that. Simple enough? I'm going to do that on the same on the other side. Alrighty. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go plate. You're going to orientate it so it's flat up against the pilot seat, back of the pilot seat like this. You're going to rotate it so it's flat up against the sides on both sides. And this is where you got to really pay attention. We're going to put this flat right here on the top. We're going to trapdoor. Now you can change this keybind to whatever really works for you. I always put it as 1 so that I can switch between what I want for my like weapons and things. And you're going to place 1 like that facing backwards and 1 like this facing forwards. So now when you get in the cockpit and you press 1, the 2 flaps will flip open for you. Alright. Now what you're going to come do is you're going to go to the back of the plane, open wedges, and go to pyramid wedge. Find out how it orientates backwards like this, and you're going to slap it down. Simple enough. Okay. Now what you're going to do is, actually I forgot. Is this yes, it says 2 landing gear in the front. So what we're going to do is we're going to go underneath these 2 blocks here where the wings mount to. You're going to go into the settings tab, or not settings tab, the gears tab. You're going to get small landing gear. You can either orientate this so it unfolds backwards or unfolds forwards. I like it forwards, less of an angle. Okay, and then you're going to come to the back here, and you see this block in front, or right here in front of these wedges. You're going to get rid of that and replace it with a tiny landing gear. Always has to open backwards, otherwise, well, you're going to be dragging the bottom of your plane on the ground. You're going to get another half wedge down 1x2 like this. Okay, so that fits in the bottom. Alrighty. Oh wait, we forgot one thing about the fuselage. If you want your plane to look nice and round and smooth, well, as best as you can with these wedges without motor locking, you're going to take half wedge. Their naming convention is terrible in this game. So take your half wedge and you're going to orientate it so it kind of fits into the corners of all of them. And you're just going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 behind. And you're going to place 1, 2, 3 in front of the landing gear on the bottom. We're going to mirror this to both sides. So that, actually, I think this is kind of necessary so your plane sticks together. Alright. Alright, there you go. And that's the fuselage. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go into wing panels, and we're going to start with, hold on, I got to go look at my plane. Okay, so we're going to do delta wing 1x2. We're at on the fronts and delta wing 1x4 on the backs. But we're going to start with regular wing panels so we can lay out the shape of our wing. So you can really do any style of wing you want, because this plane is very versatile for that. But I like the first generation swept back wings, so that's what I'm going to show you how to do. So you're going to start with 1x1s like this, so that you always have 2 blocks long in the front and 4 blocks long in the back. Alright, you're going to make this first section into a 2x3, and then the next one into a 2x2. The next one is also going to be a 2x2, and the next one's going to be a 2x1, like this. Alright, and what we're going to do is we're going to essentially copy and paste this to the other side. Even though this game doesn't have a copy and paste tool, which would be nice some days. And you're going to put that in like that. Just going to keep placing these down. And there you go. So it looks like a chicken wing right now, doesn't it? So we're going to put delta wing 1x2s along the leading edge, angling back. Alright. And we're just going to continue this along the plane. And then we're going to have delta wing 1x4s. Make sure you flip them around so they angle like this. And you're going to put 2 of them like that on the back of each wing. And there you go. There's the shape of your wing. We'll come back to control surfaces in a second. Alright. So the tail here, this is an easy design. We're going to take I think that is it's a delta 1x3. And you're going to put that here, like this, on the back pyramid wedge. You're going to put a wing panel in front. You're going to put a delta 1 by, if I can orientate it the right way, 1x1 here, and a 1x1 here. Just temporarily put a block there so you can get it like this. That's the shape you got there. Now you're going to fill this in with wing panels. I think this is simple enough. Skadoosh. Alrighty. Now this is a little bit of work here. This is for extra maneuverability with your plane. We're going to go into motors. We're going to get a motor 2. And you're going to configure it to S and W. And you're going to put it on servo mode. You turn the speed up to whatever. I'll just turn it up to a bajillion. And I'm going to turn my max angle. You don't want it more than 25 degrees. So we're going to put it at 25. You're going to just rotate to the other side. Now, one of these naturally is going to be backwards. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to find out which one goes the right way, and I'll show you how to do that in a moment. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take a wing panel like this, and you're going to make 2 outwards from the center. Alright, and you're going to put a delta wing 1x2 in front. Ooh, that's not where you're supposed to go. Right there. Out in. Sometimes these are a pain. Like this. So it should look like that. If you're saying that doesn't quite look right compared to your thing, I'll show you why. Alright, so you're going to come in one from the outer edge. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to delete all those. Alright, then you're going to go 1, 2, and 1, 2. So it should look like this. Pause there if you need it. Alrighty. I'm just going to copy that to the other side. And then here on the back, you're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. So you should have a 2x2 hole in the middle. What you're going to do is you're going to replace these all with control surfaces, which will follow your mouse and help you guide the plane around. So you're going to put them on the tail like this. Okay. And then you're going to come to the wings. And it looks a little weird, but it does work. You're going to put them in like that. Pause the video there if you need that. And you're going to put them all in. Now make sure that if you don't place them backwards like this, because otherwise you're going to go to try and pull your mouse up and it's going to go straight towards the ground. Let's fold this up. And then you're going to do the same right here. Just fill these in with control surfaces. Essentially, there you go. That's your plane. But I'll show you what else you can do. So you can get, in PvP weapons, if you want, you can get 2 rockets. You're just going to want to slap them on the side of the landing gear. Alrighty. And, oh, yes. So to color your thing, it's right here. You have a whole color selector. You can type in a hex code right here or a value from 1 to 256 in here for each one of the colors. So red, green, blue. And for materials, you're going to come in here and you can click all of these. Some of them are unlocked, some of them aren't, but whatever. You can take glass, and you're going to just paint the entire cockpit with glass so that you can see out everywhere. And there you go. You have yourself a fine first generation or second generation fighter jet. Now, I'm just going to load up the completed version without this tutorial plane in here. So if, let's say one of your things is backwards. So this one's correct. So it should look like this. This is the correct one for the left side. And for the right side, this is how it should look. So you see how the W and S is just reversed. Otherwise, your plane's just going to roll towards one direction or the other when you pull it. And you don't really want that. Anyway, I think that wraps up the tutorial. Thanks for tuning in, and have yourself a good one there, folks.